So for me, it's not really about the money itself, but is this authentic to me? Is there a use case where I can talk about it in a way that's very natural?
So, hello.
Hi.
Hi. So I have a few questions for you.
Ooh, am I on the hot seat right now?
Warm.
Oh, okay.
No, nothing hot here.
You too.
Thank you so much. So I have a quick question. I know you had a successful career as a software engineer. So what made you go into crypto space?
Yeah, so I actually started in crypto in 2017, just investing on Ethereum. And I was very happy being a software engineer until I learned about NFTs, which is funny to say because now like the market is kind of not there for them. But once I learned that NFTs were actually code and it was a language called smart contracts, that was when I actually became really interested in it. I started just playing around, building things for fun, until eventually that became just part of what I really enjoyed to do after work. And as I kept doing both, because for over a year I was doing a full-time job while still participating in crypto, and then once I started actually learning how to trade and I saw the ability that I had to make money in a way that sometimes it would be even more than what I was making as an engineer, I just decided to kind of double down, and I really do believe in the ethos of crypto.
So what was your first successful trade?
It was like, it goes hand in hand with the rugs, because at that time it was like we had a bunch of high yield staking happening, and there were like epochs. So basically you would put your money in this staking, and then it would be like whether it was 25 minutes or 5 minutes, but every time it would hit that milestone, it would like, the APYs were insane, like thousands and thousands. The one thing is that they would usually rug, so you had to get out before it would rug, but that was one of like the first times that I experienced that, and it was just it was gambling. Yeah.
So how did you decide to build your community, and actually how did you grow your community? How like you became so successful in the crypto space? Like what was your inspiration? And
yeah, so before I started in crypto, I had a community of women. So I was already building a community for women that wanted to be in the STEM field. So like whether that's like engineering or science, whatever it was. So I was already building that in Instagram, and it was called GG Codes. And the name for the community was G's in Tech, which is so nerdy, but that's just like who I am. So when I came into crypto, I'm like, I know what I'm gonna do. Let me build another community for women and minorities in the space to learn about crypto. Let me find my amazing naming skills, and I named it Crypto Tech Women, because something I'm not good at is naming, apparently. So CTW was my first ever community that I built. That became an NFT project itself. I'm still in touch with a lot of the holders, and basically I created an educational platform where I was giving a lot of courses, whether that was learning about IP development, building NFTs themselves, and I did a bunch of talks about how to like create your own collection. So I think for me, the core of who I am has always been education and basically bridging the gaps for others, whether that was in the tech space or now in the crypto space. And I think when you find things that you're really aligned with, they just flow naturally. So that's basically what I did for over 2 years until I decided to double down on the content, and instead of just gatekeeping what I was doing to, let me do this on an educational format that's free, that's video that anyone can access. And I think when you provide value, people tend to gravitate towards you, right?
True. So then another question from here is like, how do you choose projects that you would like to work with? Because it's so many rugs now, and so many projects just go down, even the big ones, like we spoke earlier today.
Yes.
We're not gonna mention the names.
Yes.
So how do you choose in this space? What do you want to promote?
Yeah, and I think that's the hardest part. I think for me, one thing that has led to me being able to grow in this space is that I've been very, very picky with who I partner with. I think I've partnered with less than 10 companies, and I've been in the space since 2021. And for me, it's more about getting to know. So I work with agencies, right? And a lot of agencies send you a PDF with a blurb, and then they say, hey, we would like 3 videos, 5 tweets, 3 retweets. And for me, that feels so transactional that I usually just stay away from companies that just want that. There's no dialogue. So companies I work with, like FUD, it's because I've built a relationship with them. I know the founders. They actually invest in me and my growth, and we talk every day. It's like I'm very much of a community person to work with projects. I really want to get to know who's the person behind it and what are their goals and what is their product roadmap and where are they trying to go, because in the crypto space it's so easy to come in, drop something, make money, disappear, because everyone's usually on docs, which no one knows who they are, so they're easy to go. So for me, it's not really about the money itself, but is this authentic to me? Is there a use case where I can talk about it in a way that's very natural versus just compromising my brand to say yes to everything to get money, but be reckless and risk people getting robbed because of that.
So, but how do you deal, for example, with any FUD that comes your way? Obviously, not every project you work with is successful. Sometimes things go not the way they're planned. So, community, they are always happy when you bring them something good, but you mess up one time and they're all upset. Like, how would you deal with that?
I think if anyone has been on crypto Twitter, you guys have seen, I've dealt with a lot of FUD. And some of it is like, a lot of people just create hate campaigns with no basis, with no facts behind it. So when there's FUD, I think there's two parts of it. Is it real, or is it someone trying to manufacture something?
So we were talking about drugs, and meanwhile we're talking about drugs, we got drugged in real life. We got promised a room and we got kicked out in the middle of the interview. So I guess you can not only get drugged in meme coins, but in real life as well.
Yeah.
So what we were talking about, how you deal with FUD and the community being upset.
I think FUD comes and goes. I've seen people in the space that have rugged for millions of dollars and continue to post like nothing happened, and eventually everyone forgets.
True.
So I think FUD is so subjective, and what I was saying is about being objective about the type of FUD that is happening. Is it real? Is there a real basis to it? Or is it just a few people on the internet who decided to antagonize someone? And for me, I think in the beginning, I was never used to dealing with FUD. So it was definitely a harder, like for 5 years in the space, no one, I've been a good person, I've done the right thing. But then when it actually came to it, it was basically more of like, I'm not gonna let false accusations bother me. I'm still doing what I'm doing. I'm gonna continue to provide the value I'm doing. I'm gonna continue to do the videos I'm doing, because I think when you do something inherently wrong, that's when you need to own up to it. But FUD in this space is so come and go. There's so many things that are manufactured that it doesn't really bother me at this point. I actually welcome it because it actually gives me good views. So I love rage bait.
Like you said, you're going to continue building and you're going to continue helping the community. And today we spoke earlier and you told me about your little community you're building right now in LA with girls.
Yeah.
Can we know a bit more about that?
Yeah, so it's Yaya House. It's the
Yaya House.
Yaya House. And it's the first girls-only crypto content house ever.
Interesting.
So the goal is to do basically a launch pad for girls that are coming into crypto, some are not from crypto, and just co-creating a space together where we're showing the world how fun it can be to be in crypto while also educating them and entertaining. So we're doing live streams, we're trading, we're doing skits, we're doing onboarding events in LA. In LA, one of the best things that I had was when I first got into crypto, you could go to all these events and meet people, and it really felt like you weren't alone and you were doing this with someone. And I think after the NFT cycle, a lot of those people they said bye, right? So they left the space, and LA needs more, and I think like the world needs more like events where people actually come together and see that crypto is more than just a few nerds on the internet or a few ruggers on the internet. It's actually, there's so much to it, so I'm excited.
I'm excited for you as well. Thank you so much. It was really, really nice chatting with you. Great to know you better. Giving you a little heart. Thank you so much. I'll see you soon.
Yeah, thank you.